This ride will take us from the MSF offices to Oso Parkway via suburban residential areas with both 2-lane and multiple-lane roadways. There will be several traffic lights, and the latter part of the ride includes hilly terrain. Here are some questions to consider. How often should a rider check the mirrors to see what's going on behind? Why is it a good idea to actuate the brake light whenever downshifting? What is a protected turn? I'm going to make my way over because about a half a mile ahead I want to turn left. So signal, blind spot check after a mirror check. Stay in this lane, try not to change lanes at an intersection. I'm ready to make a lane change again. So signal, blind spot check after the mirror checks. Good habit to check the mirrors fairly frequently, especially when you're getting ready to make a lateral maneuver. Or you get on a new street and see if anybody's behind you, kind of establish your positioning and what might be going on there. Nice vivid traffic sensor here. I'll be sure to stay on that. Don't want to go up too far in case traffic turning from my right, making a left turn. They have plenty of space to get in front of me. I'm not encroaching their space at all. Even giving them a little extra stand behind this crosswalk is painted. So no U-turns here. It's a double left turn. Regulatory sign, rectangular, black and white. As I see what my turn's going to be, it looks like I'm going into 2 or 3 lanes over there. I'll stay in the nearest lane as I make my turn. In fact, this striped line up here guides me into my lane. Kind of separates the 2 lanes that are turning left. It's supposed to work that way, but sometimes people will take the turn sharper. Let's see how we do here. Well, they're staying in their lane pretty well, so I like that. Signal off. I'm going to stay in the right third of this lane just to visually dominate the lane a bit. No hurry to get down that traffic light. Looking good behind. I'm going straight for a bit yet. Now I'm going to move to the left third of the lane because we got a nice space on the left there. Don't have to worry about dominating that right side so much. I like these little extra spaces they give you because a motorcycle could fit right in there as need to be. Plenty of room to lane filter up here on that right. That SUV is a full car length back. Maybe they've driven in Europe where they tend to do that, so there's room for motorcycles and mopeds to get up in front of them. Got a traffic stanchion here. So I'm going to move to the right third of my lane. We've got that SUV back there, but I'm well ahead of it, so I have time and space there. Intersection. Going straight through this traffic light up here. I'm just going to stay right of center in my lane. I'll be making a left turn up ahead. Checking traffic here. It all looks good. A lot of big blind spot there with that van, though. And now I'll move back to left of center since I've got some openings on the left side. Lights been green. Traffic's holding steady on the sides. Overtaking vehicle. Traffic signal ahead. I'm going to move to the middle of my lane now since I have this curb over here on the left side, a left turn lane. We have a semi up ahead here. I don't want to get right behind it, so I'll stay in this left lane. Have to watch for other people in this middle lane though, wanting to get in front of me because they don't want to be behind that semi either. Looking good now. Again, lots of opening here, looking good behind. Got on top of the lines there if I needed it for some reason. Nice big open intersection again. Usually peaceful, but I want to watch for that interaction factors or that big factor like a left turning vehicle that might try to beat the light or even run the light. With the semi next to me, I think they're probably going to hold it though. They wouldn't take that chance there. Have a little bit more protection than average than usual. I'm going to stay right of center in this lane this time because of the curb and the shrubs over there. Happen to be a cold, wet day of some kind, or just a wet day. The leaves might be on the pavement there, create some slick spots. I'm going to turn left at this traffic light up here, so I'm going to move to the middle of my lane as this vehicle overtakes me. right at 50 miles per hour now. There's slow a little early, just flash my brake light. Vehicle's behind, nothing's real close though. So signal's on, start to downshift, place myself over the sensor. Again, a nice vivid sensor. I didn't get here quite in the right, have the right timing to get it to change with the other side, so I'll probably have to wait through light changes here. Let's see. So again, I'm several feet back from the crosswalk, so if there's a left turning vehicle that comes, I won't be in its way as it makes a left turn from my right side. So we have a protected left turn here. Moving into what looks like, well, we're going to move into a residential area. I think it looks like one lane over there. Should be changing here before too long. Okay, watching that oncoming traffic. They've got a red. Since I'm protected, watch the pedestrian. They weren't in the crosswalk yet. Okay, I got a horse crossing here. Slow moving vehicle, 30 mile per hour speed limit. One vehicle behind. And residential areas. Yeah, hilly residential area. Nice sidewalks though, people parking on the sides. You want to move out near the center line for something like that. Stay behind this trailer, it's got a good cover on it. I don't think things are going to fall out of there. We've got a horse crossing coming up here. Intersection, there's a truck could maybe have pulled out. I'm watching as I go by, ready to swerve left or make a break if I need to. Same with that white car. Doing about 25 miles per hour. Residential areas usually about that speed. You get people in these neighborhoods accustomed to not having much traffic. They may not stop completely or look as well as they should. If they look, sometimes they don't see because the brain's not telling them to do that. So I've got a sharp left turn here, left curve, tight turn, so I'll make that turn and follow the road. Looks like a T intersection here with no marking, so I gotta be careful here. Don't have to stop, but I'm going to slow almost to a stop so I can check traffic rather blind on the left side. Come down, signal off. Notice those blue delineators in the middle of the road. That's signifying there's a fire hydrant nearby. Another T intersection. I don't have to stop. Doesn't look like they have to either, so it's an unmarked, uncontrolled intersection. And I'll make a left turn here, head down this hill. So I've got an off camber here. It's going to be a little bit longer reach for my left foot. I was ready for that. Traffic looking clear. Left, right, left. Halfway in the intersection. Make the turn, signal off. Side road ahead. The intersection's on the left. Got a nice clear view to the intersection on the right. No issues there. Median up here, still 30 miles per hour. Interesting wide turn there for that vehicle. I was covering my brakes, actually slowed a little bit as it went a little over its imaginary center line as it made that right turn. Another median. Parking area on the left, intersection. Nothing there. I'm going to make a left turn down at this traffic light. So I'll make my way over that lane. Just left of center, I think will be my spot. See if there's any delineators there. Yep, there are. There's some round ones this time. I'll stop over the first one there before the crosswalk. Higher speed roadway here. Wait my turn, pick me up. The checking left anyway, checking right. Waiting a couple seconds in case somebody's trying to beat the light. Make my turn into my near lane, signal off. Gonna turn right ahead, so that's a lane change. Mirrors. Signal, blind spot check, signal off. Yeah, this kind of riding can kind of lull you a bit when you don't have a lot of traffic interaction as far as cross traffic, and it just takes that one. Sometimes it's safer with a lot of traffic because the mind stays active. If you relax aggressive vision at all, there can be that lapse when the factors accumulate, or you have that one giant factor happen. So signal ahead, I'll be making a right. It's like a right turn lane. So I'm going to start to slow, move over to that lane with my signal on. Right turn only. Warning or a regulatory sign. push my signal again just in case it clicked off, timed off before I got here. I'll make my stop even though I know I can make the turn with that oncoming or that left turning traffic protecting me. I'm going to make a complete stop anyway. Signal off. I'm going to pull into a service station up ahead here and then be ready for our next segment. Left third of my lane to stop behind this SUV, waiting for the light to turn green. Nothing much going on behind. Got a truck coming up on the left side here, but I'm sure it'll stay in its lane, at least I hope so. I'll be making my right turn. See a car poking its nose out there, but I'm going to go ahead and make my turn into this intersection. Looks clear. Bump. They're going to be ready to make a nice sharp turn here. What are they going to do? Okay, well, I don't think they look, but you know, we're being courteous and cooperative, so we'll make our way over to our stop point. Watching for people pulling out of the pump area. And I'll come up here and make a U-turn and stop at our designated spot. Let's take a moment to answer the questions we posed at the beginning. How often should a rider check mirrors to see what's going on behind? Every several seconds is reasonable, but certainly when slowing down, after entering a roadway to check space cushions, and at the top of the hill when you can see a good distance behind. Why is it a good idea to actuate the brake light whenever downshifting? Since the brake light does not actuate when downshifting, it can help people behind know you are slowing. What is a protected turn? The turn that provides you with a green arrow while other traffic is required to stop.